In a land where tantric rhythms and mesmerizing melodies filled the air, there lived a legendary musician named Sting. Now, Sting was not just an ordinary musician, he was known for his eccentricity and love for exploration. One sunny afternoon, Sting found himself embarking on a musical adventure that would leave everyone chuckling and scratching their heads. It all began when Sting discovered a quaint little shop on the outskirts of a bustling city. The sign above the shop read, "Mystical Musical Instruments, where melodies come alive." Intrigued by the promise of enchanted instruments, Sting couldn't resist stepping inside. As he entered, a quirky old man with wild hair greeted him. The man introduced himself as Melvin the Maestro. With a mischievous twinkle in his eye, Melvin revealed his prized possession, a guitar that appeared to have been stitched together from various odd bits and pieces. It had strings of different colors and a fretboard that resembled a mosaic. "This, my dear Sting, is the Whimsical Wonder Guitar," Melvin declared with a flourish. Sting raised an eyebrow but couldn't help but be intrigued. "Whimsical Wonder Guitar, you say?" Melvin nodded vigorously. "Yes. Legend has it that this guitar can make anyone laugh uncontrollably with its enchanting tunes. But be warned, it's a double-edged sword. The laughter is infectious, and the player can't stop until the music ends." Sting was both skeptical and amused. "Well, I've never turned down a musical challenge. Let's give it a strum." And so, Sting took the Whimsical Wonder Guitar into his hands and began to play. The moment his fingers plucked the strings, a melody burst forth that was so hilarious, even the walls seemed to giggle. Sting's laughter started as a chuckle, then escalated into uproarious laughter. Soon, everyone within earshot, customers in the shop, pedestrians on the street, even birds on nearby trees, began to laugh uncontrollably. Sting couldn't stop playing. Tears streamed down his face as he strummed, the infectious laughter spreading like wildfire. People passing by couldn't help but join in, and before long, a full-fledged laughter festival had taken over the city streets. Even stern-faced officials and grumpy old men were doubled over with mirth. Hours went by, and Sting's fingers ached, but he couldn't stop. The city had transformed into a carnival of laughter, and Sting was the ringmaster. As the sun began to set, he managed to play the final notes, and the laughter slowly subsided. Exhausted and still chuckling, Sting handed the guitar back to Melvin, who was in stitches himself. "Well, that was certainly a performance for the ages." Sting gasped between laughs. Melvin wiped tears from his eyes and nodded. "Indeed, my friend. But did you learn the lesson of the Whimsical Wonder Guitar?" Sting cocked his head, intrigued. What lesson could there possibly be in all this laughter? Melvin grinned. "Laughter is a powerful force, Sting. It can unite people, break down barriers, and bring joy even in the most unexpected circumstances. But just like the Whimsical Wonder Guitar, it's important to know when to stop and regain your composure. An overdose of laughter can leave us tired, and sometimes, it's better to enjoy it in moderation." Sting chuckled and nodded. "You're right, Melvin. Laughter is indeed a wonderful thing, but balance is key." And so, Sting left the mystical musical instrument shop with a newfound appreciation for the magic of laughter. As he strolled through the now quiet streets, he couldn't help but smile, knowing that he had brought a day of absolute joy to an entire city. From that day on, whenever Sting strummed his guitar, he made sure to balance the laughter with the beauty of his music, spreading happiness wherever his melodies took him. And the city, well, it continued to be known as the place where people knew how to laugh, thanks to a quirky musician, a whimsical guitar, and a lesson that reminded everyone that even in the midst of life's absurdity, laughter was the best remedy.
Thank you for listening. For more stories like this, please consider subscribing.